Today we are working on the bunk. I apologize in advance. This video, I made so many changes. I did something, thought I liked it, and then I was like, nope, I don't like this. And I took everything down and changed it. So you guys are gonna watch what kind of happened. Trust me, I saved you guys from a lot of it. I didn't include a ton of footage of me changing so many more things, but you guys are just gonna see a little sneak peek of that. But anyway, let's go get into what I did to this bunk. So my original vision for the outside of the bunk was just to have it painted white and to have some fun knobs on it. So we had it painted white, but it just needed some touching up. So I touched that up. Also, with the new knobs, we don't need these 3 holes. So I just took a small piece of wood and glued that on. Also, my tripod was falling at this point. That's why the frame is moving. So I just glued that on and then painted it white and drilled in my new knobs. So now I'm just drilling in all of the parts that are necessary to hang this door up. I wasn't even sure if I could hang this door up on my own because it's pretty heavy and clumsy. So let's see what happened with that. So I got everything painted, and now what I have to do is basically just screw in all of the screws. I have these latches that I spray painted, and then we get to put the bunk back in. I feel like I kind of am starting to get a vision of exactly what it is that I want to do with the top bunk. So when I go home, I'm going to do some research to see if I can find exactly what I'm looking for. Hopefully I can. And then I can start to execute it, which I think is going to be really fun. So for now, we're going to screw in all the parts, and I'm going to attempt to get this bunk up by myself. It's really a 2-person job, but I feel like I can do it. I like pushing myself, and you guys seem to have faith in me, so we're going to try it. So we're hanging up these side pieces, and these side pieces actually really helped me to get this door up without needing anyone's help, because once I finally got the door up, this angle is so awkward and so hard when it's just you, but once I finally got the door up and got it rested on these pieces, I was able to just let it sit there and I could screw the rest of the door in. Quick update, we got the bunk in. I always say we when it's just me. I got the bunk in and I'm so excited. It actually wasn't as tedious as I thought it was going to be. I did, however, scratch the wall up here, so it's fine though. I'll just touch it up and it'll look as good as new. The worst part is when you finish something and then you look up and this happens. We did not paint underneath this. I did not think it needed paint. I didn't even think about it, to be honest, but I'm gonna have to paint that, and it's so irritating because it's all done and beautiful, and then there's that little spot. So here's when my indecisiveness started. I had the door up. I actually even put the doors that go right here on. And when I had them in, I was just like, something just doesn't look right to me. I don't love this. I didn't like the brown leather. I actually wanted to change the brown leather, but it was really hard to do unless I disassembled this whole unit. So I brought it back home. As you guys can see, it just looks really dull and just looks not so great. So I basically just brought it home and was like, I need to figure something out. So I went a little crazy and just started ripping up all of this brown leather. And I know some people are going to say I should have kept it, but it's okay. It's my camper. So I decided I wanted it out. So when I ripped it out, I was pleasantly surprised that there weren't any other pieces of wood that interfered with the face of this whole unit. So I tried to find an orange like citrus wallpaper, but I couldn't find any that weren't over $100 for the space I needed. So I actually found this wrapping paper on Society 6 for $9. It came with 5 sheets, and I was like, I could definitely turn this into a wallpaper kind of a look. So I took this Super 77 spray adhesive, I sprayed it to the front, and then I put a sheet down. So obviously, because this is wrapping paper, you're gonna see that there's gonna be really harsh lines and the patterns don't align up. So what I'm doing here is just cutting out some of the shapes of the leaves and oranges. That way they can overlap onto the next sheet and it blends in seamlessly. So as you guys can see, once all those little shapes are cut out, it just blends in so beautifully like so. And if you have any spots that you messed up, there's so much excess paper that you can always just cut out some extra leaves or an orange and just put it over the spot that maybe doesn't look so great. You can also do this to a wall in your bedroom and it would look so beautiful. So now I'm just taking a blade and I'm just cutting out where the door was. So when I did cut some of the shapes out to match, I didn't really worry so much about where I knew the door would be getting cut out. So as you can see, there is a harsh line, but it didn't matter because I knew this would all be cut out. So it's super simple to just cut these little spots out and it just leaves a really nice, seamless, beautiful look. So next I took some Mod Podge, which I feel like matches the wallpaper and the whole 70s vibe of the camper, and I just decided to put 2 coats of this over the wrapping paper. That way, in case any water did get on this or anything like spills on it somehow, it would be okay. So now going to the doors for this, I tried out so many different paint colors. I knew I didn't want it white because it just looked boring. I even bought these chairs because I thought I could take the material from the inside and just make new doors and have that be in the center. And I thought it would look so beautiful, but I decided I didn't want to do that. So basically I hate myself. I could not decide on the door color, so I tried to mix a bunch of, hi Wilbur, I tried to mix and make so many different oranges and I couldn't get a good one. So I just felt like I wasn't gonna like a color on the door and I just really wanted it to be white. So I came up with the idea that I could just put some wainscoting on this whole surface that has a color and then just paint this a nice pretty white. So now that I had my idea, I just cut out the pieces of wainscoting and took some wood glue, stuck those on, clamped them down, and they were ready to go for the next day. I just took a basic white paint and painted that on the doors. I'm so nervous. It is 2:37 on the day that you guys are watching this video. We are leaving for vacation tonight, so I have to get this video completely done and uploaded by the time we leave, and I still have to put the doors back on this front panel. Basically this morning is when I was painting the doors and I had to put on 3 coats of paint. So I've just been waiting for the paint to dry and I had to like edit other videos and I started editing this video, so it's been like such a time crunch. So I'm going to hopefully see that these doors are dry, get the doors put on, and then we're gonna head to the camper and decorate the inside, get the bunk put up, and just hopefully everything goes smoothly because we cannot afford any more issues. I got these adorable bee knobs from Amazon. I really wanted to get these for the entire camper, but they were 12 something each, so that would have been super expensive, so I decided to just use them as an accent for these doors. So I just flipped the doors over, I drilled some holes in and put the knobs in, and now I'm just putting the hinges back on. The hinges and any other accessories for the bunk, I just spray painted copper. had some of these little extra sticky things. I don't know what they're called, but you put them underneath the cabinet doors and then it prevents it from sticking to the other side. And I thought this would be very smart since we don't want to ruin the wallpaper. So this was so difficult. I don't even think I captured it, but I tried to put this bunk in with the doors on and it didn't work, and I was banging everything up. So I had to disassemble this panel and then put it in and then reassemble it. So that is what I did. Now I'm just setting the bed up and I'm putting the cushions in. Normally I would set the bed up 10 times better than this and actually add in a mattress cover, but it was so hot, so I just had to make do with this. So this is what I currently look like. It is so unbelievably hot. It's like 90 something degrees out, and in the camper it has to be like 100 something. So clearly I was a hot mess here. You guys, I had no like ponytail holder, so I literally used my t-shirt and a clip. I don't know what happened to the audio for the rest of this, but it just cut out. Anyway, I was saying that I thought I was going to faint and I actually fell over. So I was just trying to make do with what I had, and I had to use a Snapchat filter because I looked embarrassingly just awful and really pale. I FaceTimed my mom and she was very concerned about me, but I didn't end up fainting. But the rest of the video was just really hard for me to pull through and do anything because I just felt really awful. It was so hot in the camper, which is why we need to get AC. But anyway, now I'm just decorating the upper bunk. So I got this little plant from the dollar section at Target. I have this, which I just thought was really cool. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and then I just painted these little canvases, just some little doodles on them. Just thought it would kind of add to the bunk area. So here is what it looks like with the covers on it. This is from the Pioneer Woman. I love those covers. So here I got this bronze sconce, and I just thought it'd be really fun to paint it and make it look more like a 70s flower. So that's what I did, and this is what it looks like. I thought it was really cute. Again, this needed to be hung up, but I was just so hot and felt really sick, so I didn't end up doing that. When we have a cooler day, I will definitely hang that up and show you guys what it looks like. So now it's time for my favorite part, which is the outside. I love how this came out. It just makes the camper feel so light and airy and playful. I just love this so much. I'm really glad I decided to put this orange wrapping paper on the outside of the door, and I'm also really happy that I went with the wainscoting. So here I just wanted to show you guys what happens with the bed folds up. You basically just fold the doors up and lock them into place, and then it looks like that. And also here is the adorable ladder that the camper came with to go up to the bunk. But that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.